Hi everyone! I know it's been a while since I last uploaded any videos on my YouTube channel, and that's mainly because I've been really busy catching up with life, been doing things here and there, and recently I just moved back home after being away for almost 2 years, which is why now I kind of have like free time to record and edit my videos. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you a little bit of my experience being a volunteer for the very first time with the Malaysia Vaccine Support Volunteers, Myvac. So I've been involved in this program for almost, I think, 3 months. I started in April, but that's when the registration program started. So we have to help out those who live in the village, who don't have access to internet, who don't have their own gadgets, to get the data from the head of the village and key in through the MySejahtera, which is the main system that the Malaysian use for the vaccination program. So that's basically it. Like we completed like in less than a week. But then like another common, I think like everyone can spot a Myvac volunteer at PPVs because we'll be wearing this Myvac vest and the lanyard. So basically what we need to do is that we have to help out with the registration. So what we need to do is basically to assist the vaccinees to fill up the consent form. We have to just basically briefly tell them about the consent, and then we also have to ask them those basic health questions like do they have any fever during the day, or do they feel or have like any COVID-19 symptoms, because we want to make sure that we reduce the risk of spreading the COVID-19 virus within the halls, which is why we will also take their temperature before they get to enter the hall. It's a bit different for those who are taking their first dose and second dose. For first dose, you have to fill up the consent form with all of the briefings from the vaccination authorities and things like that. But for the second dose, they only have to fill up a piece of paper, their name, their IC number, and they have to sign it, which is like considered as a consent for them. So that's basically it for registration. And the second thing that we need to do is that some of us will be in charge of calling the vaccinees. This is to remind them that they have the appointment on the day. Let's say if they were supposed to come in the morning but they didn't, we have to call them to reconfirm whether they can make it or not, because we will have to find replacement if they can't make it, because we don't want to waste the vaccine. But sometimes, like, I think this is my personal experience, like things I couldn't think of like why they couldn't come for vaccine. Things such as they don't have transport, because sometimes it's their child who registered for them, but they weren't aware of the date, so they didn't get to arrange transportation, because some of them are really old, they can't drive themselves, or some of them don't know how to drive. That's number one. Sometimes they have to quarantine themselves at home because they're in close contact with COVID patient, or they themselves have COVID-19, unfortunately, and like a lot of other problems that exist, because sometimes there are also those who are illiterate, who don't know that they have like the appointment on that day. So sometimes it's really sad. And then those who are in charge of like calling the vaccinees, but those who are ushering, they just basically have to show the vaccinees which counter they have to go to, which booth they have to enter to get the vaccine shot, and where's the observation area. So things like that. It's very simple. I think it's a little bit different depending on which PPV you are assigned to, but at least at my place, we also have this drive-through program. This is for those who are taking the second dose. I'm sorry if the background noise is loud, you know, kids. And then, so for the drive-through program is that they just basically have to drive through the gate. That's where they'll get the slip for the second dose. And then they have to drive to the tent, get the vaccine shot, and then they just have to drive to the parking lot for observation for 30 minutes. If everything is fine, they can just drive off, and that's it. So I'm also going to show you the first time I got my vaccine shot, the first dose was in the hall, but I got to experience the drive-through when I was taking my second shot. So I'm gonna share with you some of the clips that I have when I got both of my vaccine shots. Okay. So it's the day of my second dose of vaccine. So I just got my temperature and I just scanned for my spectra. Now waiting for me to get vaccinated. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. We are drive-throughing. So now waiting. Let's go. Saya nak vaksin saya.
Ya ke? Awak nak vaksin tak?
Barulah rasa experience drive-thru. Okay, thank you. So I guess that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. I don't know if you will, but I hope you do. And I'll try to make more videos after this. I'm gonna share with you things I do. Maybe my room tour, I don't know, probably. I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye!